I'm Paulo de Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Mela Tunay. In tonight's game plan, Gilas Pilipinas ends its Olympic bid after losing out to Serbia and the Dominican Republic in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. We'll discuss key takeaways on our young and promising squad as they prepare for the FIBA Asia Cup in August. We'll also visit the Queen City for some NBA action as the Milwaukee Bucks take Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Atlanta Hawks.
And we'll check in with our Philippine men's volleyball players live from their training bubble up in Ilocos Norte. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Now, at this moment, I would like to say 2 key points. Una, my heart goes out to all the Filipinos who stayed up at 2 in the morning for back-to-back days supporting our own Gilas Pilipinas. Puyatan po talaga yan. And number 2, my heart goes out to our young and promising and definitely impressive squad who surpassed expectations from day 1. Gilas Pilipinas ends its Tokyo Olympics bid after losing out in Group A of the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Number 1 Gilas draft pick Jordan Heading led the way with 16 points in their second game, but the team fell short after a dominant second-half performance from the Dominican Republic. As Gilas Pilipinas heads home to prepare for the FIBA Asia Cup in August, let's discuss the key takeaways of our team from the FIBA OQT. Joining us tonight are PBA Rush analyst Charles Chu and 9-time PBA champion head coach of the FEU Tamaraws, Coach Olsen Aracela. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. Charles, alam ko hindi ka pa nakakatulog, so I'm gonna start with you. Just so because I know you're gonna take a nap right after this. Key takeaways right now. Obviously, disappointing ending, but palagay mo, what do you think are the things that we can look at and say that, hey, we need to work on this or smile about?
But I think for one, we showed that, look, when you have preparation, when you have time to prepare, good things happen. I think Coach Tab had probably the longest time to prepare with a national team straight with all these bubbles. And then because of that, you saw the defense of the team was really key. With the way we play defense, we have a chance in every single game. And we saw that the first 5 games we played basically, including the tune-up against China, we played great defense, even against Dominican Republic in the first half. Yun lang, in the second half, medyo bumigay tayo when they were physical against us. But I think our defense was really the key, especially transition defense. We did a really good job.
Well, Coach Ols, looking at what happened also, kasi we're trying to look at the things that we need to work on. And sa palagay ko, yung guards in general would have a lot to take away from this, especially on the defensive end.
Especially
sa defense.
Sorry. What was that, Pao? Sorry, hindi kita narinig.
Okay lang. This is some of the things that we have to deal with via Zoom. Pero it feels like in general, against the Dominican Republic in particular, it's like the guards got a lesson on how to defend top talent, especially kung they're at a disadvantage athleticism-wise.
Yeah, because when we played here in Clark and against Serbia, we were not up against very athletic big players, unlike against Dominican Republic where puro athlete nandun eh. I think perimeter defense is one aspect where we can improve. There were a lot of blow-bys we saw, but it's understandable because you have guys like the guy on your screen, Baltazar and Tamayo, playing the perimeter, defending perimeter, and that's not a position they're used to. So given time, I'm pretty sure they will improve on that. So perimeter defense is one thing that we can improve on.
That's right. Coach Olsen, follow-up question. I mean, we fell short in this league, but if you have to pick one highlight or key takeaway for the team to carry into their next league, what would it be? So the key takeaway for you?
Well, one, we can compete without PBA players. That's one thing, and I think this is a good program that we really can build on. Another is, the world stage is at a different level. I mean, we beat Korea, we beat Indonesia, but in the world stage, mas malalaki na. Our players were up against taller, bigger, and more athletic players. But of course, given time, we're looking at the Worlds in 2023. We have so much time to develop these players, and I'm sure with the preparation that Coach Tab will do, these players will improve. And of course, that game against Dominican Republic is one thing that we can build on. We should learn a lot from that. True that we played well against Serbia. Nakita ko social media, ang daming nagpapalakpakan. We're happy with the way we played, but we should support our team whether we win or lose. I mean, lalo na siguro if we lose.
Yeah.
Again, that's a learning experience for us, and come 2023, we'll be ready and prepared.
Grabe, Mela, sana, everyone will support you every time we lose, no? Pero mahirap talaga yun, but then I think that we have to do it, especially for our national team. Let's take a look at what Coach Tab Baldwin had to say after the game against the Dominican Republic. Sabi niya that everybody is excited about the way that we played for our country and played for our flag. Sometimes I think we forget, so do the other teams. When their pride is challenged, you expect a very, very hard response. And we got that in the second half. We will now hit home with lessons in our pocket. These young men will work hard together and will take this on the chin and learn from the lessons and build for the future. Up next, sabi nga natin, Gilas Pilipinas will go in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers August 17-29 in Indonesia. And Charles, interesting kasi si Coach Tab also did mention in separate interviews na out-coach sila, na outwork, and were basically outclassed in that second half. And I think nakita naman natin that our guys mentally just weren't there anymore sa third and fourth quarter. So palagay mo ba that is something that would be addressed in their next training camp? How to recover from hits like they took in that second half?
I think you really just get that by playing games. Let's not forget, this team has just played together for basically 6 games. The Dominican Republic team, they've been playing together for a while, and some of those guys are playing in the Pro League in Spain. What they saw was they were up against kids. They decided to start being bullies and really took it to us physically. And our guys, they actually folded. They looked scared. They were making passes na di mo alam sino papasahan. They were very tentative already. Pag binabangga sila, pag nakakat, they couldn't move or get to their spot. So I think that really was the difference. And we kind of gave them, which is understandable kasi nga, they're a very young team. So I think over time, with more games like these, that's how they learn it, more than just training camp. Because sometimes it's so hard to drill that type of lesson that they got from Dominican Republic. Pero yun na nga, Coach Olsen's right. Our goal is still 2023. They have so much time naman. This is just one step back for us, but the experience they gained here was just so invaluable.
Alam mo, you said it right, mentality. And Mela, when we're talking about yung mentality ng mga players, I'm sure it's tough, diba, to try and learn that, especially after big losses on such a big stage like that.
But sometimes you don't have any choice. But
yeah.
For a team moving forward, Coach Olsen, let me ask you, how do you train a team mentally when when you deal with a loss like this and you fell short, but then you have another upcoming league very close to the one that just finished?
Well, of course, all athletes, coaches, or teams for that matter, will learn more from losses than from wins. I mean, we're happy with the way we played against Serbia and our win against Korea. But more than that, it's these kinds of games against Dominican Republic where we should learn. I mean, it was a test. We played a different kind of defense, and I'm pretty sure the coaching staff saw that and will address that. And like Coach Charles said, kailangan nila more games. More games, different defenses, and how these kids will react against that. Maaga pa naman and they should be ready by the time. Well, first, yung Asia Cup, the darating na Asia Cup. We have time to prepare for that. And of course, yung 2023 eventually sa World Cup.
Well, yung susunod para sa Gilas Pilipinas, babalik daw sila sa Bubble. We have this quote from Coach Tab Baldwin talking about that. Sabi niya, we don't know what the protocol measures will be, but it looks like it will be back to the Bubble for us at this point. We'll probably be looking at around July 20th to begin our preparation. Mela, na-experience mo na yan yung bubble life. And I'm sure, na-miss mo ba yan? Yung parang may bubble training setup that's all sports all the time?
Well, nakakapagod siya, pero it's a different kind of feeling, yung fulfillment when you see the improvement, especially in a bubble setup. You train more than once.
Yeah.
So, parang in a day, you improve a lot. Yeah.
I wish I were in a bubble setup just to do sports. But then Coach Olsen's very lucky kasi he's in a closed circuit. And then si Charles is very lucky because even though he's not in a bubble, he still gets to call all our national team games. And again, Charles, congratulations on doing that. 2:30 in the morning, 2:15 in the morning, calling games was difficult. We all learned a lot from you, Coach Olsen. You know what? Good luck sa closed circuit training nyo. Stay safe, stay healthy, and hopefully soon makakabalik yung PBA. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Now, still on our national athletes, we have two more Filipino Olympians headed to Tokyo. Pinoy swimmers Remedy Rule and Luke Gebbie earned universality places by garnering the highest FINA points amongst Filipinos after competing in the Olympic qualifying competitions. Gebbie will be competing in the men's 50 and 100-meter freestyle events, while Rule will see action in the women's 100 and 200-meter butterfly races. The Olympic Swimming Championships is scheduled from July 24 to August 1 at the Tokyo Aquatic Center. Signal TV and TV5, along with Smart and PLDT, are the official broadcasters of the Olympic Games in Tokyo 2020. Watch the Olympic Games from July 23 to August 8, 2021 on TV5, One Sports, One Sports Plus, Signal, Play, PLDT, and Smart. That's right, so many ways to watch it. Medyo nagulat rin ako dun. See us stronger and get ready to witness the world back in action. When we return, Coach Charles Chu will help us break down Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Milwaukee Bucks and Atlanta Hawks. Keep it here. You're watching the game.
From humble beginnings, there is no doubt that Carlos Yulo's journey is nearing the very top. Growing up near the Rizal Memorial Stadium, he would imitate the acrobatics of top gymnasts. He started competing at the age of 8, and by 11, he won 4 gold medals at the PALARONG PAMBANSA. There has been no stopping him since. In 2018, he won 2 silvers and 2 bronze medals at the World Cup Series. Kaloy also became the first male athlete in Southeast Asia to win a medal at the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships when he took home the bronze later that year. The next year, Kaloy bagged the gold and also clinched a spot at the Tokyo Olympics. He also became the most bemedaled athlete at the 2019 Southeast Asian Games with 2 golds and 5 silvers. Kaloy continues to hone his skills in Tokyo, where he has been training since 2016. He is the epitome of the underdog, and everybody loves an underdog story. He also gives the country a good chance at winning its very first Olympic gold medal.
The Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8, 2021 here on Signal, official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020.
Back, you're watching the game. I'm Paulo Del Rosario. All throughout his runs as back-to-back MVP this regular season and up until he went down with a knee injury deep in these playoffs, Giannis Antetokounmpo has had the Bucks' back. Well, in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Atlanta Hawks, they had his. 123 to 112 is the final score. Bucks lead 3-2 on the cusp of making it to the finals. Still no Trae Young, still no Giannis Antetokounmpo, but the Bucks get it done. Still joining us to break down today's game and the series moving forward, we have NBA hype host Charles Chu. Kanina, I accidentally said goodbye to Charles, but no, he's still here. And you know, look, coming off a lackluster Game 4, sa palagay mo, Charles, what changed for the Bucks?
I was about to leave na, Paolo. Buti na lang. I like to talk. So, I think from the get-go, you saw that the Bucks are the aggressor. You know, sometimes when you look at games, you're always looking for an adjustment, this or that. But sometimes the easiest thing to do is to just double up your effort. That's what the Bucks did. From the start, they took it to the Hawks. They punished them inside. You look at the point in the paint statistics. I mean, they just dominated the Hawks in that aspect. So they really kind of, outplayed them in pretty much every aspect. And I thought a lot of other guys stepped up. Obviously, you mentioned Brook Lopez. He showed his numbers, 33 points, playoff career high. Incredible game from him. But what about Bobby Portis? 22 points also. That was a pleasant surprise for the Bucks, and I thought they were the X factors in the game for sure.
You know what, Charles? First of all, I'm so sorry for making you leave. I really did not mean that. But we have something special planned just for you. Why is that? Kasi we all know that a certain international commentator may trademark na guarantee. Siyempre si Charles Barkley yan. But tonight, we have Miss Anong Tunay with us, and we're going to try and introduce a new segment that we like to call True or False. That's right. True or false. This
Ready?
Oh my goodness! I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. You know what? Si Mela is a specialist at this, and we made sure that she's here for this particular one. Mela, take it away.
Coach Charles, I love drawing out the truth out of people, so let's do this. Okay, true or false? First up, looking at the stats of the Bucks starters without Giannis. True or false? The Milwaukee Bucks are the deepest team in the NBA.
False.
False. Okay, bakit? Bakit?
So, kala ko masot lang, kailangan mag-explain.
Kailangan
No, may konting explanation. That's her rules. No. This is mine.
I think they have the three best stars right now with Middleton, Holiday, well, minus Giannis. But basically, they don't have a bench. Brook and Portis played great today. Brook's their starter. But apart from those four guys, they didn't get much from anybody else. So they have a solid maybe 4, 5, 6 guys, but that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm looking at this right now, yung depth chart nila. And, you may have a point there, but the way that they're doing it without Giannis, doesn't that say something already?
Sorry?
No, it's alright. I mean, like, considering that wala nga si Giannis and they're still doing what they're doing, isn't that a case that they do have the deepest bench?
I think it's a luxury to have a guy like Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. I mean, even with Giannis, I found it such a luxury that they have a guy in Chris Middleton that they can kind of go to as their closer. But, anyways, in the playoffs, the rotation's shorter. So I think they have a solid lineup. But hey, Brook Lopez hasn't been playing too great. I mean, he's been solid. Portis has been okay. This game's kind of like a one-off thing, but they do have a big three, which is a big advantage over any team. And that's why, before Giannis' injury, I actually picked them to win the championship. Now I'm still unsure.
Wow, okay. All right, so we'll move on now.
False talaga.
Okay, false talaga.
This time, Coach Charles, true or false? The Bucks will finish off the Eastern Conference Finals in Game 6.
That's tough. I'm going with false. I think we'll see Game 7, especially if Trae Young plays.
I feel like you just don't want to say your name. Really?
I'm waiting for it to...
It is shocking. You caught me off guard. You could have given me a heads up,
No, of course not. That's the whole point of this, Charles. All right? You're not supposed to be shocked by anything. You can see plays before they happen, but you can't see this coming. Ano ka ba?
May graphics, but hindi niya nakita.
But I shouldn't have doubted you.
All right. Sige, let's go on.
Okay.
Move on.
Next, true or false, if the Bucks move on, they will be the title favorites in the NBA Finals against Phoenix Suns. Say
True.
true, say true.
True.
True,
No,
I
say
think
true.
True, say
True.
true.
Go.
Only
Go.
if Giannis is healthy. If he's not healthy, then the Suns are gonna win it.
Okay. So, but then that's very conditional. If he's not though, kasi right now, Giannis, it's very 50-50, and whether or not he does come back, we don't even know if he's going to be fully healthy.
Yeah, right now the Suns will be the favorites, but I picked the Bucks, so it's kind of hard to just jump ship, right?
So you're just defending yourself.
Stick with my pick. Huh?
You're just defending yourself.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all because of Giannis. Without Giannis, they're not gonna win.
Okay, fair. Okay, so one last hot take.
Okay. Coach Charles, true or false? If Kawhi Leonard was healthy with the Clippers, they would be in the NBA Finals.
Wow, that's tough. That's hard. Maybe false.
Really? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's tough, but I just thought that the Suns really were the better team. The absence of Kawhi actually opened up the game for Paul George and a guy like Reggie Jackson to play to take their games to a higher level. But with him there, it seems like they haven't really figured out how to play together the best cohesively. So I think that was lacking. It's tough. I mean, it's really tough. I would have thought the Clippers actually, but just seeing how the Suns played, it seemed like for some reason they're kind of destined to win it all.
Wow. Okay. All right. That seems like it. You say that, but then I think you picked the Bucks, right, in the finals in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You gotta really back up your stories, bro. I mean, like honestly, like yeah. You know. But let's see though. Let's see what happens in the finals. But Charles, thank you very much for joining us. Again, I'm so sorry that we dropped this on you, but sa totoo lang hindi.
We
No,
should
no.
actually do this more.
We should do this
Much
more
more
often.
fun,
Oo.
yeah.
Easier. You could have made it easier. Thanks, pal. Thanks, Bella. You could have made the questions easier, though. You know.
Okay. Fair enough.
Thank you, Coach Charles. Now, after the break, it's volleyball time. Get an inside look into the Philippine men's volleyball training bubble in Lawag, Ilocos Norte. Stay tuned. You're watching the game. Welcome back to the game. I'm Mela Tunay. It's all systems go for the Philippine men's volleyball team as they begin training in their bubble in Lawag, Ilocos Norte. The 2019 SEA Games silver medalists are getting ready to raise our flag once again at the Asian Volleyball Championship in September and the SEA Games by the end of the year. Joining us live to share stories from their bubble are UAAP champions and Spikers Turf medalists, the artistic middle blocker Rex Intal and stellar setter Joshua Retamar. Rex, oh wow, welcome to the game.
Hello guys, hello Mela.
Welcome. Now, before we start here, simply because you know, after my question here, kasi Mel is gonna take over kasi volleyball segment nga to. Pero Rex, I heard that Dallas fan ka yata eh, kasi may nakita akong picture na lumabas na parang na-drop ka yata ng Dallas eh. Paano nangyari sa team mo?
Dallas fan talaga ako because of Luka Doncic. So siya yung favorite player ko ngayon and actually sila talaga yung gusto kong mag-champion kaso na-eliminate ka agad. So
yeah.
Wala. Next year na lang ulit.
Oo, pero Rex, gets ko naman eh kasi na-eliminate din yung team ko by the Clippers eh. So alam mo, bawi na lang tayo next time as we take a look at some of the artistic work there. We didn't call you artistic for nothing. Josh, NBA fan ka ba? Hindi ako sure eh.
Hindi po, pero Suns ako eh, Suns.
Suns ka. Alam mo, baka mag-champion yung Suns. Oo. Now, with that, Mela, take it away.
Hindi, ito muna. Patanong muna natin. Kasi sabi
sige.
natin artistic si Rex eh. So kung magpipaint ka na isang NBA player this season, sino naman yun? We've seen your work. So kung ngayong season, sino naman ipipaint mo?
Yung pinapaint ko ngayon si Anthony Edwards kasi sobrang yung dunk niya kay Yuta Watanabe, sobrang bastos eh. For me, sorry sa word pero parang, nabastusan ako eh. So yun yung na-struck sa akin. So yun yung gusto kong i-paint. Actually, na-start ko na. Yun yung ongoing na paint.
May expected time of arrival baka may, like we want to see that on your feed eh.
Siguro mga by next month. Kasi nagdala din ako ng mga painting materials ko dito sa Bubble.
Oh,
So ready pala siya.
Okay, wow.
Yan. So before we get carried away, since we're talking about volleyball now, kamustahan muna tayo? Kamusta yung mga first few days niyo dyan sa Bubble in Lawag? Owa?
First day namin, okay naman, masaya. And na-try agad namin yung mga food nila dito, yung gulay.
So anong kinain nyo? Sorry, curious ako eh. Ilocano kasi ako eh. Kaya I wanna know if you discovered the right foods at the right time.
Parang, ewan ko, bet tayo.
Oh, yes.
Tapos, nag-try na rin kami empanada.
Empanada, of course. Yung kulay orange.
Yes. Parang fried na saging sa kamote, tapos ididip sa matamis na Hindi ko na-try yun.
Grabe yung details pa.
No.
Talagang,
I like
parang siya yung
this. This is my content eh.
And you know what? These boys are some of the most talented volleyball players. Pero sila din yung ilan sa pinakamaluloko talaga na atleta na kilala ko. So far dyan sa bubble nyo, ano yung mga kulitan or mga kalokohan nyo so far? Ngayon lang kayo nakita-kita eh. Rex?
Siguro yun yung naging advantage ng team namin noong 2019 SEA Games kasi parang hindi kami nahirapan maging close sa isa't isa kasi naramdaman na agad namin yung pagiging parang pagtrato namin ng family sa isa't isa. So nadala namin yun sa games. Parang may tiwala na talaga kami and masarap maglaro kapag pamilya yung turing mo sa mga teammates.
Well, I mean, like, this group, yung grupo nyo, they've been together for a very long time. You've gone through a lot in general. Pero yung situation natin ngayon, in the middle of a pandemic, still very different eh. Every time that you enter a training bubble, every time you actually get to see each other in person, nasa-savor mo ba yun in a more special way, yung samahan ninyo?
Yes po. Yes. Parang every moment talaga ginagawa ng banding. Kasi siyempre galing kami sa pandemic na tagal namin din nagkita-kita. So, kakabiroon ko.
Nakakamiss namin. Huwag kami
Ang clingy naman. Well, Rex, we've talked about your bonding outside the court. Now, inside the court, yung first few days nyo dyan sa bubble, tell us more about how the trainings are. Ilang beses ba kayo nagtitraining in a day? Ganong kahirap ba since matagal kayong nawala sa court? So,
twice a day na agad kami. So, court training kami sa umaga and then more on weights sa hapon. And siguro yung realization ko na sobrang na-miss namin mag-court training kasi puro kami home workouts lang eh.
Yeah.
So, hindi talaga mag-court training. So, kahit pagod na kami, parang deep inside, nakakamiss to, follow. Pero, ngayon nararamdaman pa namin yung sakit ng katawan kasi gano'n naman usually pagbalik mo ng galing sa matagal na pahinga. So, masakit. Ngayon, kakagaling na namin ng training, dumiretso.
Well, Rex, Owa, thank you very much for joining us. The men's volleyball team is getting ready for the Asian Volleyball Championship in Japan in September and, of course, the Southeast Asian Games at the end of the year. Siyempre, we want to learn more about what your guys are doing there, so this is not the last time we're gonna get an update from the bubble. Salamat, Rex and Ricky. Owa, rather.
we'll see you again, Rex and Owa. Thank you so much. Now, I'm Ella Tonight. Thank you for watching.
I'm Paul De Rosario. This has been The Game. Have a great weekend.
Tapos na ang issue ng face shield at face mask. Dapat daw, lagi ang isuot kapag lalabas, sabi ni Mr. President.
The face mask is on. Wala tayong magawa. The face shield. Importantly, the mask.
Pamontra raw kasi ang mga ito sa COVID-19. Paano po kapag may Q&A portion with reporters?
The
I cannot make out. Sorry, kasi may ano ka.
Hi sir, magandang hapon po.
Tanggalin mo na lang yan. Sabay na tayo magka-COVID.
Ano po ulit, Mr. President?
Tanggalin mo na lang yan. Sabay na tayo magka-COVID.
Naku po! Paano na lang po ito, Mr. President?
The stricter you are, the better.
Basta, sumunod pa rin po tayong lahat sa health protocols.
Humarurot na headlines hatid sa inyo ng nag-iisang Pops J. Tarok.
Patuloy ang pagbubuga ng usok ng Bulkang Taal matapos ang pagsabog kahapon. Ang mga lumikas naman dahil sa takot sa bulkan, kakabakaba rin sa evacuation centers dahil sa banta ng COVID-19. Hindi naman alintana ng ilang mangingisda sa Taal Lake ang pag-aalboroto ng bulkan. Mas natatakot daw sila na manakaw ang kabuhayang isda sa mga fish cage roon. Iginit ni Senador Manny Pacquiao na hindi niya inaatake, kundi gusto niya lang tulungan si Pangulong Duterte sa laban kontra korupsyon. Ang hirit naman ng Pangulo, iimbestigahan na ni Manny Pacquiao ang sinasabing katiwalian at huwag pala absent. At vaccination program ng MVP Group of Companies sa mga empleyado nito, marangkada na. Hindi na lang ang nag-aalborotong Bulkang Taal ang inaalala ngayon ng mga lumikas. Sa dami kasi nila sa evacuation center, baka raw mauwi naman ito sa hawahan ng COVID-19. Magbabalita si Romel Lopez.
Magkakapit kayo! Baka kayo
Nagmamadaling makasakay sa mga truck ang mga lumikas na residente ng Laurel at Agoncillo, Batangas kagabi. Pinakamalapit ang mga bayang ito sa Taal Volcano Island. Kaya kusa na silang lumikas nang maganap ang pretong magmatic eruption kahapon.
Biglaan lang nga.
Wala po na iwan sa bahay.
Wala sir. Kami mga hindi ko nga nasaduhan ng bahay.
Ang iba sa jeep na ito nagsiksikan at di alintana ang physical distancing. Pero pagdating sa evacuation center, siksikan naman ang problema. Kaya kakaba-kaba ang mga evacuee na baka madali sila ng COVID-19.
Medyo medyo kinakabahan din. Baka kasi magkaroon ng may COVID, di hawa-hawa na kami lahat.
Mga anak ko, sabi ko, mga face mask dapat
Sabi ko naka-ready ang alcohol at